Hello everyone, it's Angelika Kargulewicz, clinical nutritionist, and if you are interested in healthy nutrition and healthy dietary habits, please stay today with me. And today we will discuss the subject connected to chia seeds. What are chia seeds? In fact, they are a superfood, but they were already used in ancient times, for example in Mayans and Aztecs diets. Chia seeds were also used in folk medicine. For example, Indians used chia seeds as a remedy to treat, for example, eye diseases, respiratory diseases, and also infections. Nowadays, chia seeds are also successfully used, for example, in Spanish population, where they are used as an ingredient of the very popular energizing drink called fresca. And this drink is made from chia seeds, which are previously soaked in water or in fruit juice. And why chia seeds are so powerful? Because of the fact that they contain a lot of bioactive ingredients. For example, alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. And this is worth to mention that chia seeds are one of the best vegetable sources of omega-3 fatty acids. For example, alpha-linolenic acid makes up 60% of the fat in chia seeds. And also it is worth to mention that chia seeds possess a favorable ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids. In fact, the highest ratio among all vegetable sources. Chia seeds also provide us with bioactive peptides. They contain all 8 exogenous amino acids plus histidine. Chia seeds also contain bioactive phenolic acids like cinnamic, rosemary, chlorogenic, and coffee acids. And what are the actions of those bioactive phenolic acids found in chia seeds? So they possess antibacterial, antifungal, and also antioxidant properties. And for example, chlorogenic acid stimulates the hydrochloric acid secretion in the stomach and also stimulates the intestinal peristalsis, and overall all of the bioactive phenolic acids possess anti-cancer properties. Chia seeds also contain valuable flavonoids like myricetin, quercetin, and also camphor, and those are like antioxidant substances which also protects the fat contained in chia seeds from becoming rancid. Chia seeds are also rich in dietary fiber. They contain around 38 to 40 grams of dietary fiber in 100 grams of the food product. And it is worth to mention that 85% of this fiber is insoluble fraction, but 15% is soluble fraction, which is very easily fermented in the large intestine, and it acts as an effective prebiotic. It is also worth to mention that chia seeds are naturally gluten-free, so they can be successfully used in the gluten-free diets. And why chia seeds are so advisable? Because they can help to regulate metabolic processes within our organism. They are advisable for people with insulin resistance and also with diabetes. For example, the addition of chia seeds to a white bread results in lower postprandial glucose level. Interestingly, the comparison of the effect of the flaxseed versus chia seeds, ground seed in a glass of water, on postprandial glucose concentrations yields rather interesting results. Chia seeds, despite the lower soluble fiber content than a flaxseed, results in a higher statistically significant decrease of the postprandial glucose levels than the flaxseeds. This may be a consequence of the higher viscosity of the chia seeds. Another application of the chia seeds is lipid profile abnormalities, because the consumption of the chia seeds results in the reduction of the triglycerides, total cholesterol, and low-density lipoproteins. What is the potential mechanism? The high content of the alpha-linolenic acid and its conversion to EPA results in a better fatty acid oxidation in the liver. Moreover, the soluble and viscous fiber fractions stimulate the excretion of the bile acids and inhibit the cholesterol absorption. And also, the bioactive peptides found in chia seeds inhibit the activity of the enzyme responsible for the cholesterol synthesis. Chia seeds are also advisable for people with obesity. Due to the high fiber content and gelling properties, they cause the subjective reduction in the appetite. And in studies with human beings, the consumption of the chia seeds in yogurt or drink resulted in the increased feeling of satiety in the short term. For example, in one study, the consumption of the chia seeds by 77 subjects with type 2 diabetes and excessive body weight for 6 weeks resulted in a decrease in C-reactive protein level and also in an increase in adiponectin level. Another observation in this study was the decrease in body weight and waist circumference. The conclusion of the systematic review was that the consumption of the chia seeds for 6 weeks by people with type 2 diabetes and excessive body weight can be an effective strategy to regulate inflammation, weight, and metabolic parameters. Chia seeds can be also very helpful for people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The consumption of the 25 grams of ground chia seeds per day have very beneficial effects. The chia seeds regulate lipid profile, body weight, and also body fat content. And the consumption of the chia seeds may even cause the regression of the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Chia seeds are also good for our bones. A spoonful of the chia seeds contains approximately 60 milligrams of the calcium and also 33 milligrams of the magnesium. And also studies show that ground chia seeds improve the bioavailability of these minerals. Another properties of the chia seeds are antibacterial, hypotensive and immunomodulatory effects of the chia seeds. They can also be beneficial for the people with irritable bowel syndrome because of its low fermentability potential. The question is if we should consume the whole or ground chia seeds. Data from the meta-analysis and also systematic review show that the ground chia seeds resulted in more favorable effects in terms of lowering systolic blood pressure and also fasting glucose concentration and anthropometric and lipid parameters, while the whole chia seeds showed more favorable effect when it comes to postprandial glucose concentrations. And what is the minimum dose for metabolic effect? It is around 15 grams of chia seeds per day. It has a favorable effect on postprandial glycemia, HDL concentration, as well as the blood pressure. And how to use chia seeds every day? It is worth to mention that chia absorbs water and forms the gel. And to be honest, we can add chia seeds to many food products. For example, chia seeds can be a fruit gel ingredient. How to make it? It is very easy. Simply blend any fruits with chia seeds. You can use, for example, 1/2 cup of any fruits with 1 tablespoon of the chia seeds. And with chia seeds you can also prepare a delicious dessert based on milk or plant drinks. And in this situation you can use 1/2 cup of the milk or plant drinks with a little bit of the honey. And in a more sophisticated version you can also add cinnamon or, for example, vanilla and mix it with 2 tablespoons of the chia seeds. Put in the fridge for a few hours or overnight and decorate the finished dessert with fruits, for example with blueberries or mango mousse. With chia seeds you can also prepare a nutritional quick smoothie. In this situation you will need around 200-250 milliliters of plant drink or, for example, kefir. You will also need 3 to 4 tablespoons of the oatmeal, 2 tablespoons of the chia seeds, 1 banana, a glass of the strawberries, a cube of the chocolate and few walnuts. Mix everything and voila, you have a nutritional quick smoothie. And remember that you can also add chia seeds simply, for example, to yogurt, to salad, bread, or, for example, to the cakes. And chia seeds is also a good example of a thickener for the soups or sauces. As you can see, chia are really powerful seeds. And no matter if you suffer from obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or you are healthy, it is good to incorporate them into our daily diet. And to be honest, it is a very nutritional and also very tasty addings to many food products and many dishes. If you liked my episode, please leave the thumbs up and also subscribe my channel. And I hope that we will see each other in the next episode.